Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. And today I bring you a simple primitive bat plushie that I turn into a piece of hanging decor. Where I'm going to put it ultimately, I am not sure, but I have this fabric from Walmart. It's a Waverly piece of fabric. I started to say print. That's why I hesitated, because clearly it's not a print. Then I got this mini little iron that I thought I had purchased a while ago, but I actually purchased a large regular one. So anyway, I went back. So those are my pieces where I start. I iron out the wrinkles, and then here I am creating my own pattern that will end up being my primitive bat. So you can see I have my reference there on my phone. It's bat shapes from Joann's, but I'm just using a white colored pencil to kind of sketch it out on my fabric. I am no artist. Ooh. Apologies. I am no artist, but I do what I can. And like I said, I'm just sketching it out, just freehand, using that image as a reference. And it's never perfect. If y'all know me at all, perfection is, it's in my vocabulary, but it's not meant in the way that most people think of perfection. Perfect for me is like, I don't know, well done. I don't know. Anyway, let's finish sketching this baby out. And I just go back and forth and I follow my eye. I decide what I like, what I don't like. I sketch around it. And when I'm finally happy with it, I go ahead and I pin both pieces together. Now, if you have pattern or if you're using fabric that has a definite front and a definite back, you want to be doing this part on the outside. So you want your, it's backwards. You want your two front pieces facing each other while you have it pinned together. And while it is still pinned and before you cut it out, then you start your sewing. Now, if you will recall from my last sewing project, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning the feel of the machine. I'm learning how to use the machine. I'm learning how to make turns. I'm learning what the bias is. I'm learning, oh my gosh, so many different things. I can't even tell you most of them because I don't know the sewing terms for them. But this is just me learning and figuring things out. And I don't want to be foiled by something new, right? People have been sewing for ages. I can figure this out. So this is me figuring it out. And I have this sped up like 4 or 5 times in the beginning, and then it speeds up even faster as we get to the end. But it took me much longer than it appears. But I just sew around all of my edges, and then I trim off my excess following the lines that I've cut out or that I drew on there with my, what was that pencil? It was just a colored pencil, the white pencil. And I leave about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, somewhere in there. I try to be consistent, but then I realized that I didn't leave an opening for me to put my batting in there. So I pull out my seam ripper and I'm turning it inside out. There are a couple different tools that I've seen. Snowstorm Crafts, I think is her name. I'll link her downstairs. She's given me some good advice online in her videos. And she has these tools that look amazing that are actually sitting in my Amazon cart right now based on her recommendations. So those would have been helpful for this. But my dowel has been my trusty friend throughout this process. So I just turned the whole thing right side out, because it was inside out. Now I turn it right side, and I use that dowel to poke out all of the corners to make sure that everything is pressed down or pressed out nice and neat on the inside, and then I start the stuffing process. So I pulled out my package of batting, and I just take little bunches and stick it in there. Now I had a big wad, and that's what I was trying to remedy there. I don't want any wads, because then it feels bulky inside, and I want the whole thing to be one smooth plushie or pillow, like, if you want. Not sure really how to describe that. If there's a sewing term for it, I don't know it. If you know it, drop that downstairs in the comments because I would love to know what that is. I'm learning so much, and I never thought I would enjoy sewing. Y'all, when I got this sewing machine, I really got it for paper crafts because I love the look of stitching on paper crafts. But I've only used it for my paper crafts a time or two. So I think if I were able to figure out how to leave it on my work desk, on my work surface, so that I could just, scooch over a bit, stitch, and then come back, I would use it for my paper crafts, but I haven't figured that out yet. So back to the project, I'm just taking the batting, pulling it apart, and stuffing it in, and then adjusting it, using my finger for the most part, using the dowel as I need to, making sure that I get down into all those little crevices. And then here I am hand stitching up my edge over here, and it's not beautiful, it's not perfect, but again, this is a little Prim guy. I'm not worried about it. Do I wish I would have done it differently? Not really. No, I don't know where I would have put the seam where it wouldn't matter, but I don't know. I mean, there it is. There it is. So I kind of, where it might have bulgy spots, I just kind of work it out. I think it's super cute, y'all. I'm really, really happy with this. Now I wanted to grubby it up a little bit like you'll often see with Prim projects, but I didn't have the mixture with the cinnamon and the coffee and all of that. So just in a pinch, I pulled out my paint. I think this is Gathered Twigs, if I'm not mistaken. It's a distress paint. And I just have this bristly brush, and I'm just using basically a dry brush technique. I dip it in the paint and I tap it off till most of it is off. And then I just brush in different directions, just adding that kind of grubby, dirtied look. And it kind of tones down that new fabric look, because this was a piece of new fabric. And I just think it turns out really cute. I do wish that it had some cinnamon in it. I would love to smell that cinnamon scent every time I walk past it. But in the end, I think it's turned out really cute. I do both sides because I wasn't sure which was going to be my front at this point. And then I pull out my different buttons. And I have this jar of kind of neutrals, and then I have another jar that has some colored buttons in it. And that's all I have, and I'm satisfied, right? Gratitude makes what we have enough, right? I have a sign that says that in my kitchen. I love it, and I believe it's true. I also, though, do wish that I had a few more options, because I do love options. So, two opposing truths, maybe a little bit of radical acceptance there. I'm using some clinical therapeutic terms. Anyway, let me get back to my project. So I got these two different sized buttons. I put a little bit of thread in them. I didn't tie bows, but anyway, I thought it was cute. And I did put fangs on him. Where the fangs went, I don't know, but they have fallen off. They've fallen off since then. But this twig was literally laying on the floor in my craft room. I don't know why I brought it inside or when I brought it inside, but it's been laying on the floor, or not on the floor of my craft room, on the floor of my office. And I picked it up and I said, I'm going to use this old wire. What this wire is even from, I don't know, but I'm glad I saved it. And I just wrap it around the twig, and then I leave some fun little coils on there, and I poke it through the corners of the bat wings, and I wrap it around itself just to secure it. I do go back and I loosen up those, and I use a brush handle just to make the curly cues. There we go. Oh, it's that. This is the little stick for my skull barrette. I have used this skull barrette in the craft room more than I've worn it in my hair. Hey, use what you've got, right? Be resourceful. This has been perfect for the craft room, y'all. I can't even believe it. But I'm just having fun with this. I wish you guys could hear me laugh with glee. I mean, I just get giddy as I go. And then I thought, oh, we've got to have some ribbons and bows. I'm not really a bows kind of girl. I'm more of a knot kind of girl. So that's exactly what I do. I knot these up, and I think they turn out so cute. Where I got these trims, I don't know. The black and black and beige one. I think it's burlap, if I'm not mistaken. And I have no idea where I got it. Maybe Michael's. The orange and cream one I know is from Michael's. It was part of that bundle of trims that I got last year at the end of fall. And I think it's adorable. Y'all, I can't. Okay, he needs a name. Let's have a name contest. Oh, I just thought of it. Did you see me clap with glee? I'm excited. Oh, guys, I think he's sweet. So tell me what his name should be. Drop a name down in the comments. I'm going to have a contest. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to select a name or if I'm going to choose like the top 4 names and then have a poll. I'm not sure, so stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified, because I'm going to put posts up, and then we're gonna make this happen. We're going to give him a sweet name, and then I have to figure out where I'm going to hang him, because I absolutely love him. And I'm sorry my alarm keeps going off. Let me know his name, guys. You want to win this contest. I have no idea yet what the prize is going to be, but I will definitely make it worth your while. So this has been Nancy, the Handy Scandy, and today I've brought you this adorable, primitive little bat. It was super simple. If I can do it, trust me, you can do it. It could have been done by hand. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So thanks for watching, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Mwah. Let me know what we need to call this sweetie. Gender doesn't matter to me. Just let me know a name. See you next time. Bye.